Welcome to another edition of
ZADDY TLK.
It's your host here, B Zaddy, and we back in the office. You know, we back in the booth. We back live. Glad to have y'all back. Ladies, I get this all the time, ladies. Get this all the time. How do I know? How do I spot a bum? How do I know when a man's a bum? I'm serious about a guy, and it seems to happen to me all the time that I keep choosing bum-ass men. I was talking to a lady yesterday about that. I said I would give you guys some tips on this is what I would do, my opinion, on things that have been proven to work and things that used to work, maybe things that are a little bit differently now. First things first, know who you're talking to. Y'all don't really know these men. Y'all give them everything. Y'all give them relationships. Y'all give them time. Y'all give them energy. Y'all give them pussy. And you don't even know them. Know who you're talking to. Do not ignore the red flags. And I think a lot of you have a problem with this. Women are very emotional. Y'all deal on emotion. Does he make me feel good? Does he make my pussy feel good? Does he feel good when he's around me? And y'all ignore the fact that this man has no job. Y'all ignore the fact that this man probably has no car. Y'all ignore the fact that this man probably just clearly put you in the zone, a fuck zone, but you want more with a bum. So let's talk about how do we know and how can ladies, what steps can you take to help mitigate your high bum ratio that you have? The bum ratio meaning more bums to good men that you meet. Your experiences have been dealing with more bums than real men. First things first, ladies. You have to vet. And when I mean vet, I mean vetting is a process of interviewing and investigating someone. It's usually used in political terms. For example, when a president goes to select a defense secretary or a cabinet official, they will vet that person, meaning that the White House will look into their background, see if they're up to snuff, and see if they can get confirmed, if it's one of those type of appointments, by Congress. Or they will vet the person. If it's not a person that needs to be confirmed by Congress, they'll vet the person and then see if they're deemed acceptable from their past and from what they're doing now to work at the White House. Ladies, you guys need to do the same thing. But yeah, y'all don't work for the White House, so you don't have people working for you, so you got to do it yourself. But this is how you do it. Step one, use a man that you respect, right? Preferably older, that does not have any ties to you as far as sexually. You can't use your ex-boyfriends or a man that might potentially like you. And why is this? Well, the best defense you can have for spying out as a bum man is another man that's on his shit. He will know instantly after having a conversation. And this goes to a larger point. Back in the day, women used to have to get approval of their fathers. Now, I'll admit that we're in a different time right now where, families are broken. Men aren't as involved. Women are having kids by men who don't care. I get that. But it has to be somebody, an uncle, a relative, a friend, a platonic friend that you know, a cousin that's older, that's accomplished and respected. And then what you do is you use that man to vet the other man. Now, this is only for a guy that you're taking seriously. And no man who has his shit together will object meeting your family or will object meeting somebody that you trust in high regard. What you don't want to do, ladies, don't ask your friends. Because your friends probably either in the same boat. You may have one that's married, but most of y'all really can't see these red flags, and they're really right in front of you. Men a little bit more logical. We think a little bit more logical. You guys think a little bit more emotional, like I said in the beginning. Don't use your friends. Your friends are going off emotion. Your friends might tell you some advice, tell you that this isn't a good man because she doesn't want you to have a good man. And a man who is attracted to you might tell you that this is not a good man because he just really likes you. So be sure when you pick that person, when you pick that man, that respected, that man that's particularly should be high value, but if he's not, accomplished man, preferably older, and you have them meet, whether that be at a family event, party, going out. And then if you really respect the man who you've chosen to help you out with this process, to help vet this man, you didn't have to listen. I'm not saying you have to go exactly what he says, but if he tells you, man, this nigga, man, he ain't on the shit. He ain't really no good. I'm getting bad vibes off of him. You got two options there. You either believe the man that you trust, respect, that has your best interests at heart, or you believe the man that's giving you that good meat with nothing else to offer. Whoever you choose as a person that you're going to use to vet, you want to make sure that you respect their opinion. Not saying you have to do exactly as they say, but they say something's off about this man. You really need to take that to heart and understand that he has your best interest at heart. And that's why you properly choose who that person is. Okay? Now, back in the day, like I said, women, this would usually be your father, your dad. Back in the day, if a man wanted to take you seriously, or even wanted to marry you, even wanted you to be his girlfriend, he had to go through your father. That was the vetting process. And that doesn't happen anymore. So I think that, ladies, you need to find a man that you respect and trust to help you with this process. Because obviously most or some of y'all can't get it right. And y'all continuously bump into these men. And if a man were to have a conversation with these men, they'll tell you straight up, this guy's nothing. He has nothing to offer you. What are you doing wasting your time? Number two, and it's only really two or three things. Number two is, y'all got to understand when a man is capping and when a man is fronting, and maybe what looks good on the outside, it is no possible way that this man is financially stable, that this man is really good for you, because he's fronting, he's faking it. Number two, y'all gotta learn what's fake designer, fake jewelry. Because these men out here, they will look the part for you, ladies. They will. But if you're looking at all the designer and everything is fake, that's a red flag right there. It means he doesn't have it. That means he's trying to impress other people that he shouldn't. It's a potential red flag that he may live above his means. If a man is fronting like that. But I can see why y'all don't see it, because a lot of y'all wear them fake bags too. So that's another thing that we really got to focus on. Learn when a man is capping. Learn when a man isn't really who he portrays himself to be. And it's simple. You're in his house. You see all this fake design in there. That's a red flag. But a lot of y'all don't even know how to identify that. A lot of y'all don't know when too much is too much and too much is unrealistic. Some of these guys, you see them, they got $15,000 outfits on. Bullshit. They don't. And then y'all believe that. And then y'all think he has money. Y'all see him at the club, he's throwing money. And then this man don't even have a bank account. He's spending all cash. You got yourself somebody that tricked you into believing that they were a baller or that they had money, and then they don't. And then men like this usually come with other problems that don't lend themselves well for a strong, healthy relationship. So understand when the men are faking. Just because he has all that designer on does not make it real. And does that mean that he has money or anything to offer you? And if you use step one, use a man to vet another man of success will be able to tell when all that shit does not matter. So think about that. Don't listen to your friends. They don't know. Trust me. Especially if all of them are single and dealing with the same stuff you're dealing with. Why would you listen to somebody like that? That's not a good strategy for success when it comes to vetting or spotting out bum men. Now, I know you'll have a problem with this because I keep getting questions in my DM. How do I know? Well, the reality is that a lot of y'all don't have that eye. Y'all can't see it. And sometimes it be right there on a nigga forehead. I'm a bum. I'm not going to take care of you. I don't want you. I just want to fuck you. But y'all can't see those signs. So you need a man to help you out. And that's okay. I think the shoe works on the other foot. My good men, you need to have a strong woman, a woman that knows women, because women know women and men know men. I can't see how that's a hard thing to believe. That's why men value what their moms say about a woman. That's why really no man really wants to deal with a woman that does not want to be around their mother, especially if they have a good one. Not saying you have to be buddy and friends, but you damn sure better respect her because her opinion matters. Just like your whoever you choose as the man that is giving you this advice, accomplished, older, you should value their opinion, just like men value the opinion of their mothers. Same type of thing. I think you guys are so used to doing it by yourself, being independent, being out here on your own, not wanting to ask for help because you think that makes you look weak. The complete opposite. People that ask for help, leaders that ask for help are more likely to be successful because they know their limitations. Y'all know y'all can't pick these men. Y'all know that y'all not good at it. So why continue to do the same thing over and over again when it just takes a little bit of help? You need help. Get a man that knows what he's talking about. Get an older man that doesn't have any ties to you to help you vet these men, especially the ones you want to take seriously. And even if you aren't taking them seriously, make sure that you do some vetting of yourself. Don't just take what somebody says for face value, because we all know men lie, women lie to get what they want. Lying isn't just a man thing. It's a woman thing as well. It's a everybody. It's a people thing. It's a human thing. So knowing that, shouldn't you provide yourself some layers of protection? Now, I'm not saying you put a layer up on your feelings and how you feel, because you're going to miss some good men doing that, because good men don't want to deal with a clam. So you need to have protections and fail-safes built in and some help when dealing with this men. And a good eye for what's real and what's not. A lot of y'all say y'all want a real one, but everything on this man, about this man, is fake. But you got a real one, right? Okay, you don't. You need help. And this is what this is for, to bring awareness to the fact that you can't do it on your own. These men are tricky out here. They got some of y'all looking stupid. They got some of y'all repeating the same cycles over and over again because y'all haven't got it. And there's a last element of this. Know what the good men want. Now, we got the vetting down, right? that's something that you need help with. We got what you can do, knowing what's fake, knowing what's real, right? Now you got to know what these good men want. And the sad reality is that if you keep running into the same men over and over again, you got to look at yourself. What I'm telling you isn't going to attract good men to you. But when you get a man around in your world and in your orbit, these steps will help you to determine if he is a good man or not. But some of y'all are on the road to a lone town. But there is company in the lone town for you. There's a lot of women in the lone town. A lot of women who don't take advice. A lot of women who think they have it. Think they have it figured out. Keep running to ain't shit men and don't want to take any help or don't want to take any advice. I don't want you to be one of those women. I don't. But I want you to also understand that the good men, they're looking for a particular type woman. They want stability. They want calm, peaceful, understanding, feminine, non-argumentative. Somebody that's not shaking their ass all the time in the club, out every night. Somebody that doesn't have a lot of baggage. Somebody that is willing to put her ego aside for the betterment of a relationship. And a lot of y'all really don't have those qualities or traits. So the unfortunate part about that is that unfortunately there is no good man waiting for you. I gave y'all the statistics. There's not a lot of these men out here. As far as rich, good men. Rich ones. So you have to make yourself a good candidate. Now, if you say, oh yeah, I'm right, I have a lot of baggage. I understand what you're saying. I have a lot of trauma. I just want a good man, a good normal man. You still want to vet him. Because and y'all not going to like this, but if you are one of those women that have baggage, extra, a lot of stuff going on in the club all the time, on trips by yourself, not showing the niggas that's flying you out and you fucking them niggas. The sad part about it is that the good men will see that as just some good pussy, just a hit. Just like those women see some men as just a check. They're seen as just a fuck. So I don't want that for you. So let's go back over the steps. Number 1, get a man that you respect that has no ties to you physically or emotionally as far as liking you or wanting to be with you. To vet a man that you're interested in taking things with to the next level. Listen to his advice. Respect his opinion. And then come to your own conclusions. 2, understand what's fake and what's real. A lot of these men out here are fake. They're faking. They have fake everything. And y'all don't see that. And lastly, know what these men want. And understand what they don't want. Because you keep attracting the wrong person. It's either you aren't using steps 1 and 2 to vet, or that's your type. That's what you can get. So let's work on self. And also, let's not be afraid to ask for help. It's dangerous out there, ladies. And a lot of y'all are going to take advantage of. And you just don't know why. When I'm telling you why. 1, 2, 3. 3-step plan. Let's get it done. Think about that. And I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. And I would love to elaborate more when we get some calls going. So we'll be accepting calls later on today to talk. But this is
ZADDY TLK.
And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.
Say they wanna live right. Say they wanna live right. the top when they crack the dead start. I'm the first one up, I ain't giving head starts. I'm the light into that flash just like a camera. I'm thinking Canon, straight on my business. She got some good news on the phone, I'm thinking I'm gone.